What is up, everybody? It's Sam, and we are back with another episode, our second to last episode of Pessimistic at Best, the podcast, season 8. Hi, James.
Hey, you kind of turned that around. I'm surprised you sound awake.
Right now?
After your little nap.
We were supposed to record an hour ago, and James was busy and working, and I fell asleep.
It is my fault. It's important to remember that.
Yeah. And so now I'm asleep.
How are you besides that?
James, before we start recording, asked me if I need anything, maybe a little snack. I think I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm just waking up. It's a new day.
Yeah, pretty much.
To me. I was just feeling really cold. You know how sometimes you have those times where you get done with work and you're cold, and somehow that makes you a little bit sad, maybe nostalgic for something even. Oh, yeah.
I mean, I definitely need to take a nap when I'm cold sometimes. Just get under some blankies.
It just kind of ruins the sort of drive to do anything else.
So true.
Besides shut down.
Uh-oh. Cats are being crazy.
She has my headphones.
Yeah, we're fucked.
We are fucked. Okay, well, let's keep an eye on that situation.
Yeah, I have a literal eye on it.
Okay. And it's actually, I think I saw a meme about that the other day of like, okay.
Okay, I should probably grab that.
Yeah, I can hold your microphone.
It's okay.
Beatrix is always ruining my life, you guys.
These cats.
Actually, usually it's Sun. And Sun was being so perfect and cozy with me. And I was laying under this blankie, and he laid on top of that one in my arms.
Yeah.
And then I was still really cold, so I put both my hands under Sun.
Oh, okay.
And he was warming him up, okay, but I was still cold everywhere else. So then I grabbed another blankie and put it on top of both of us, and he stayed.
Oh, I love that.
So yeah, that was nice for both of us, I think.
Hell yeah, that sounds beautiful.
But yeah, I saw a meme that said something along the lines of, or maybe it was a TikTok of like, remember when you would, remember we were like washing you're cold before school and you're washing your hands under the sink and feeling so sad.
That's real.
Like running your hands under warm water.
Yeah, or when you get to school and it's freezing. Oh man,
the worst. I actually rarely went to the bathroom at school, so I didn't find myself around running water that frequently.
Fair enough. Sometimes that's all you can do is just make it a little hotter.
Seriously. So anyway, here you are.
Here I am.
Back
almost
on the
done.
podcast.
Yeah, it's been a little bit. You've been doing so good getting guests.
Seriously, amazing season.
Yeah, it really was a good season.
It was so fun, and I pretty much had a guest every single episode except maybe one.
Yeah.
But I always like to end it with you.
That's right. Gotta have me back.
Simple, really.
Simple.
So we'll have a couple months off, but I'm going to try and stay active this time.
Yeah.
Patreon. Lots more clips to share.
A lot of good video.
Yeah.
Beatrix
exclusive
being
content
crazy.
On the Patreon. Yeah, she's kind of pissing me off if I'm being totally honest.
You can be honest. It's your podcast.
Thank you.
Yeah, for once Misha's actually being kind of pleasant.
It's because we both just woke up.
Yeah, that's probably fair. Damn.
I did get my cats tattooed on me.
It's
Inked
perfect.
on me for life.
That's right, the babies, your firstborns.
Seriously.
You carried them for 9 months.
I know, it's just crazy to think.
Might as well commemorate it.
Forever and ever. What was my dad's response when I texted to the group chat?
He said, "Wow!" Exclamation mark. Another one.
Indeed.
Yep.
He's got away with words, that guy.
Yeah. You really kind of tatted up now.
I'm working on it. I'm rebranding.
That's right.
Yeah. It's important.
Yeah. You live in Logan Square now.
Right. We have to fit the image.
That's right. That's what we're here for.
I have to live up to my standards.
Live up to expectations.
So that's something that's cool and new and unique about us.
Yeah. Well, you, but yeah. 100%. I should get a tattoo of them soon.
And what's yours going to be?
I'm thinking like a locket in the shape of a heart and they're on either side.
Copycat.
No, I love yours. I don't know. Maybe just something like cartoony. I do want to get them eventually.
Yeah, totally.
But if I do it now, you'd think I'm copying you?
No, I don't care.
I'm kidding.
You can copy me.
Yeah, no, I got to do that sometime.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Pretty awesome. Something else cool that we did is we signed up for
true.
a compost club membership.
And a CSA.
And a CSA.
Two CSAs.
I'm trying to be a better person. Is what it comes down to.
Yeah. And this is all it takes, actually.
Yeah.
We looked it up.
Yeah. There's a couple of real simple steps. Yeah.
Sainthood achieved.
Seriously. Who knew it could be so easy? So I'm looking forward to that because basically, okay, what it really boils down to at the end of the day.
Don't fall asleep on us now.
Is I, like many of you, was upset with the results of the election.
That's right.
And, I'm trying to just maintain control over what I personally can in my life and how I am living and participating in my community.
That's right.
And basically some girl on TikTok told me
how to be a good person.
How to be a good person. And she is not wrong. So
no, I'm being facetious.
I got rid of my Amazon Prime. That was step number 1.
Yes.
Not easy,
Yeah.
I think I'm going to miss it. I feel like the first thing I do when I need something is I pretty much turn to Amazon.
Yeah.
So we're working through that. It's not like I'll never use, I think everything in moderation. I don't need 2-day shipping. Nothing should be arriving in 2 days. That's not realistic.
The fact that you can get that from anywhere in the world is just, it's a weird feeling.
So I deleted the membership. If I really can't find something locally, I can buy it on Amazon if I must. But this is just, that's going to become last resort.
Might keep the Prime Video.
Right. They got some good stuff on there. Totally. My mom was pissed about that one.
She said, really? But no, I feel like, it's more about the shipping and trying to buy stuff locally. So.
Yeah. And then in the spirit of buying things locally, especially when it comes to food, I started looking up CSAs. I already, we have a complicated relationship with meat, and you tried to go vegan for a little bit, and I wouldn't let you because of how that would impact my life and my eating habits.
Yeah. True.
And so I think that this is a better alternative for me personally.
100%.
Of just trying to find locally sourced and sustainably raised meat.
Yeah.
Because I think at the end of the day, I care more about that than an animal's life.
I mean, oh my God.
Holy shit.
He's going crazy. I got to check the framing.
Oh my God, you guys, this podcast is being ruined by my offspring. And I am actually seeing a pile of vomit in the corner. Is that in frame? I hate it here. Yeah, what gives? That's going to look so stupid on the video. Okay, well, as you can tell, we're in a real professional setting here today.
Oh, yeah. That's a real good setup.
Yep. But so I'm excited about my CSA. Well, the first one that I found was more of a produce one because I also... I think it's great to support local farms, and the produce one honestly seems kind of fun and silly to me because you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Which could cause issues down the line. But that's a you problem because you cook most of our meals.
No, I'm excited for it. I think it'll be a fun little challenge every
week
or month or whatever.
Well, and so the one that we found, the first one that I found is oh my God, she's honestly driving me fucking nuts. She's ruining all my furniture. She's destroying my Get her, son.
Oh, shit. Oh, no.
Beatrix, it's not about you. It's about me. It's my podcast.
That's right.
Everybody needs to take a second to remember who's in charge.
Clearly you.
So anyway, where was I? My first CSA.
Yep.
Well, so I found this one and I'm really excited about it because basically it's pulling from a lot of different local farms. And it has a produce portion, of course, which is like the majority, but you'll also get always one loaf of bread.
Yeah, that's awesome.
One like seasonal mushroom variation, which we don't use much mushrooms, so we'll have to see. But you can swap that out if you don't like mushrooms.
I like mushrooms. I feel like you always hate the texture.
Yeah, I mean, mushrooms I think are completely disgusting, but we'll see.
I think they can be really tasty. Anyway.
And it also comes with like a sort of beverage. So the beverages can be
I forgot about that.
All sorts of things. Local coffee, tea. Sometimes it's like from local breweries. You just get a couple beers.
That's cool.
So I think that that's cute. And there's also an option for additional add-ons where if you want to like shop some of these.
Yeah.
It's pretty much like shopping everything that comes to the farmer's market, basically.
That's perfect.
So I love it. We get our first one this Wednesday, so we'll have to see.
Yeah.
But through them, I also found the compost club. So that is another awesome way to become a better person.
Yeah. There's just 3 steps.
Yeah. And so composting is cool. We're just doing the monthly version right now. But basically, the organization that this is all through, if you live in the Chicago area and you're interested, it is the Urban Canopy. And so they have this compost club. There are different like tiers depending on how frequently you need your waste removed from your home.
Yeah.
So we're just going to start with monthly, although we are filling that up quite fast.
Yeah. It's going quick.
But essentially they give you like this giant bucket that, you know, will live under our kitchen sink for the next 30 days. And I'm excited about it because it's so easy. You just put all your food waste in there and whatever else you want. And they have lots of, why are you smiling?
I don't want to out you.
What?
But it doesn't come with worms.
It doesn't come with worms. Okay, I did think that it was going to be a full bucket with a bunch of worms at the bottom. And that is not what it is. It is just an empty bucket with a compostable lining. And that's so funny to you?
Yeah, I just love the idea of it just having worms at the bottom.
Well, that's what it is if you do your own compost.
In the real, that's where they'll put it, is with a bunch of worms, yeah.
Listen. You can be wrong about things.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Even when you're a good person.
Yeah, people don't tell you that, but sometimes good people are wrong about stuff.
Yeah.
Like me.
That's right.
But anyway, and so basically what happens is you fill it with all your compostable items.
That's right.
Lots of things are compostable that I did not even know. Certain types of plastic, egg cartons,
popcorn
to-go
kernels,
cups. Yeah, we did have to look that one up. Cheetos are not compostable. Do not put your Cheetos in the compost bin, whatever you do. So yeah, don't compost those. Had to throw those in the garbage.
We did check.
Yeah, we have like 2 bags of like 6-month-old stale Cheetos kind of buried at the back of the.
Yeah. That was another big part of this, is that we need to get better at being mindful of our food waste.
Well, it makes me think about it more because I think now I'm also, there's something so mindless about just throwing something in the garbage.
Totally.
And now I have to think about whether or not I can compost it. And if I can't, I have the opportunity to feel bad about myself.
Yes.
And so that is sort of doing something for me.
That's actually step number 4, is feel bad about yourself. Yeah. And that will make you feel like, or make you become a better person.
Right. Yeah. You have to feel lots of guilt and shame.
Yeah. It's all about that, really.
Right. Yeah, so that's working on me.
Those are the key ingredients.
Yeah, working on me for sure. There's actually more steps. I'm going to continue because I have some more.
No, that's great.
Yeah. We got library cards.
Oh, yeah.
Support your local libraries. It's so easy. Chicago Public Library, you can literally sign up for a library card online.
Yeah, it took us 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Literally.
Probably less.
1 minute.
It was so easy. And of course, I'm trying to use the Libby app so that I'm no longer buying books on my Amazon for my Kindle. So that's something. It's not working out so great. Yeah. I think I might have to buy a new Kindle first.
Which is just really funny in the grand scheme of things.
But that is the last couple $100 Jeff Bezos will see from me.
Oh, man. These kitties.
Yeah, I kind of hate you guys today. I'm going to get my tattoo removed.
Oh, no.
So definitely get a library card. That's an easy one. But yeah, we're excited about our CSAs. The other CSA we signed up for is meat-based.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of the perfect CSA. You want him to move?
I'm nervous. Keep going, though.
Okay. Well, the problem is you're not listening.
No, I am.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay. Our other CSA is meat-based, and the initial CSA that I signed up for has a meat option, but when I found this Cedar Valley Farms CSA, I kind of knew that it was the one that I wanted to sign up for.
Oh, yeah.
Because the website was ancient, and
exactly what you're looking for.
The user experience was complete shit.
That's right.
And I feel like that's how you know it's the good stuff.
Yeah. You just call them to figure it out. You
sign up, and then they don't even have like a payment portal online, so you have to Venmo them.
It's made in like HTML2.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Amazing. It's perfect.
It's so perfect. And so the way that theirs works, my other CSA does get delivered to my home. So thanks to those people. This one we did have to go and pick up, and it was outside of Revolution Brewing. I fully thought we were going into the brewery. We were going to have a little hang. I was kind of looking forward to that, to be honest. But she was actually just parked in her car outside. Yeah,
it was just in the back of a van.
We were walking up, and James was like, I fully think that this is it.
Mm-hmm. She's like, where do we enter? I was like, no, it's just that car.
Right.
Oh, my God.
So this is actually bad.
This is going to be really bad. Okay, that wasn't that bad.
Not so bad. The cats are wreaking havoc on my podcast.
Podcast number, I think, 16 of the season, going poorly.
Yeah, it's being completely just sabotaged.
So is that all the steps to be a good person?
Let me think. Library card. Get rid of your Amazon Prime. Join a CSA.
2 if you're feeling up for the challenge.
Composting. I'm sure there are a couple more, but this is our start.
We're assuming you're voting.
Right. Well, civic duty.
Basic civic duties.
Perform that.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. Perform your civic duty. So, yeah, I'm just feeling like I have a little bit more control over some things in my own personal life.
Hell yeah.
And I think that this will force me to be more mindful of, like, if you're trying to buy somebody a present, maybe do it a little bit sooner. Or...
Is that at me?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just in terms of shopping locally.
Yeah, totally.
More
reasons to, like,
get out there, see what is around
you. Be in the world, yes.
Yeah. Go to some stores and see what the fuck is up there. They might have some cool stuff. You never know.
They probably do.
Because I think at the end of the day, I love shopping locally when I can, and I just don't always prioritize it, but I will be so sad if the day comes when nobody can afford to compete with Amazon anymore.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to let them outside, and I don't care if they ever come back. So those are just a couple cool things that we've been doing.
Those are pretty cool.
On our mission to become good people.
Oh, we did it. We did it.
I just don't know if we're done, but...
I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm proud of you for starting all those pretty much.
Right.
Good job.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And you get to benefit from them.
Yeah, now I'm a good person just by proxy.
Right.
It's exciting stuff.
Which is great. So, and I feel like this is also a good kind of thing to do in lieu of having the farmer's market every weekend now that it's the winter season. Although I would like to check out the winter farmer's market as well.
I want to check that one out.
And we've recently found that our Logan Square Farmers Market has my favorite cured meat.
Straight from Wisconsin.
From Madison.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I cannot remember the name off the top of my head, but they have some really amazing stuff.
Straight
Underground Butcher.
That sounds maybe right. It's got like a plastic...
Beatrix, you are not welcome here.
It's got like a tan wax paper wrap with a pink label. If anybody at Willie Street Co-op.
Right, you would know.
That. Yeah, you would know that.
Joining a co-op is another way to become a good person.
Mm-hmm. You joined a thing. A local lobbyist thing.
I joined 4 lobbyist groups.
Yeah, that's another step.
That's on the list. Yeah. That was among the recommended things in the TikTok. I mean, essentially all it is like these groups that lobby for certain issues. Usually it's based around like a kind of subset of issues. So like women's rights or LGBTQ or the environment.
Hell yeah.
All of these sorts of things. So I actually did sign up for 3 of those. And I also signed up for, I think, just like a general Chicago community lobbyist group or something along those lines.
Cool.
But yeah, and basically they just like email you about all of the issues that are being put through either local or otherwise forms of government. And then, you know when you need to call your senators or email somebody.
Yeah, that's great.
So it's great.
Tangential. Is it okay to call it just like the queer community now? Is that a good enough catch-all term? So there's a lot of letters, not to sound like a uncle.
LGBTQIA+.
Yeah, there's just a lot. So can we say queer? Weigh in on the comments.
Right. I am not necessarily able to say.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm asking.
I do know some people don't like to identify as queer.
Okay. I feel like it's kind of evolved into a pretty umbrella term in my eyes.
Right.
Or in my experience with people from said community.
Oh my God.
This is the worst they've ever been, I think.
Yeah, it's so annoying. I'm feeling really annoyed. This is probably what it's like to have real kids.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you work from home.
Oh my God. Can you imagine?
So anyway, if you're gay and you have something to say about what James just said.
Yeah, let me know.
Let him know.
Or just gay. Like gay kind of means everything too.
Right, but some people don't want to be gay, I think. Some people want to be lesbian or queer.
Right.
Or bi.
Or all the other stuff.
Right, the other letters. Yeah. So that's sometimes why you have to say them all.
So yeah, let me know. I'm trying to be an ally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Being an ally is another way to be a good person.
That's right.
If you're
Step
straight.
7.
Right, step 7. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So those are some things I've been doing. What have you been doing?
Shit, working, hanging out.
Naturally.
Pretty much.
That's
Fall's going
cool.
really quick. It's already end of November. That's
I heard we're getting
insane.
snow.
Okay.
And it's sort of been rainy all day, so I feel like it's gonna be one of those rain that turns to sleet vibes.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, it especially sucks because I forgot to cancel my appointment tomorrow.
I feel like growing up, everyone was saying Chicago is freezing. It's colder than Madison. And then sometime in the last X years, it's been very calm. These last two, our first 2 winters here have been very easy.
And that is because everyone has an Amazon subscription and goes to big box grocery stores.
That's because they haven't followed our 7-step process.
Yeah. And so seriously, you guys, do some looking inward because global warming is your fault.
Specifically the viewers.
Yeah. So be better. This is me telling you. Yeah, I feel like, we also don't really go outside.
Not much. Not often.
So I think it's also can we really speak to the temperature? Because I haven't been out there in a few days.
Right. I go out more than you.
Yeah. Well, I have plans to go out tomorrow. Plans that I am not looking forward to.
Yeah. Damn.
I just think one thing about this city that completely sucks is if you have to go somewhere.
Yeah.
If you have an appointment, you're going to be gone for 3 hours.
Right.
That's been my experience.
Yeah.
And I'm not finding that to be super convenient in terms of sort of fitting these appointments into my life.
Yeah. If you have a better train access, everything's 25 minutes away. For us, it's everything's 45 minutes away.
If you're going to the Women's Group Northwestern from Logan Square.
It's a long process.
Yeah, and I have to go there tomorrow and pay this woman $30 just for her to tell me that my IUD looks great.
I could have told you that.
Okay, ew.
Can you lay down, buddy? Can you please?
Do you have something to say?
He gets mic shy. That's good.
That was a little something.
Thanks,
I'm not
buddy.
sure if the mic picked it up, but here we are. Some kitty ASMR for you.
Hell yeah.
By my second worst child today.
And that's saying something.
Seriously, normally he's the worst. So, yeah, and basically I'm going to have to do sort of a blue to red situation. And I just think the red line is not a place for peace or serenity.
No, that's fair.
I've never found that.
Especially not
there
on a Tuesday.
No. And I have to go right downtown. And my women's group Northwestern is on top of a Neiman Marcus of all places.
Psh.
Not particularly easy to find.
What the hell?
I know.
It's going to be rainy.
Which is really ruining the vibe.
Totally.
And I get overstimulated when I go on the train, so I have a hard time. I can't really like listen to music or a podcast.
You can't listen to music on the train?
No, I need to be...
What?
I need to be free.
I don't know if I knew that. That's crazy.
Yeah. So I'm just going to be sad.
Son, get out of here, dude. Gonna add static or something.
We're going to have to wrap this one up because the cats are ruining our lives.
Pretty much. Do you want me to do my good, bad, ugly?
I guess.
Just cancel it. Cancel the whole thing. All right. My good is fist bumps.
Okay. Fist bumps.
Yeah. Like,
nice.
The main reason I say that is because they're so easy and there's no confusion. If somebody sees a fist bump, they're like, okay, I'm giving you a fist bump.
I disagree with that.
If you go in for any type of, handshake, dap, shake up, there's a lot of ways it can go wrong.
I think
that's my point.
My mother would be confused by a fist bump.
No. Maybe high five is like
Have you ever fist bumped my mom?
I can try. I feel like high five is the only one that's like an easier read. Like, oh yeah, high five.
I think high fives are really silly.
I think they're really silly too. But I just think fist bumps are just a nice middle of the road hello or goodbye.
I also think, though, we have a couple of friends, not to name names, or perhaps I will.
Sure.
Who use fist bumps as an opportunity to pull the wool over your eyes. And that completely breaks all trust for me.
Jason.
Yeah, you guys, what gives?
Yeah, we've been snailed quite a few times in our lives.
And that really, I don't like it. I find that to be something that, some person has the upper hand.
Well, in my situation, in my whatever I'm saying for good, I'm talking about a regular fist bump.
Okay.
No deception involved.
No deception involved.
I just like when I'm leaving a larger gathering, I can just hold it out. I don't have to.
You prefer that over a hug?
Yeah, hugs are like when people are sitting down. It's like you don't have to get up.
Right.
I don't want you to. I don't want you to stand for this. There's so many good names for it. Nux. That's actually the only one I But yeah, that's my good.
Okay, no, that is great. And do you find that you're doing that more recently? Excuse me, I had a bit of a burp.
You're good. In large group settings, it's my preferred way to exit.
Okay.
Just boom, boom, boom. Peace out.
Mine is to slip out completely unnoticed
Fair.
And yell over my shoulder goodbye.
Yeah, that's cool.
I agree that goodbyes can go on too long, and our friend
especially
group
in the Midwest
loves to hug, which I think is beautiful and awesome in so many ways, but I have to go.
The Midwest goodbye is like not a joke. Like that is a very real, it's an epidemic.
I see no reason to say goodbye to every single person individually.
I want to get better at just leaving.
A sweeping goodbye.
Oh, I'm down for a sweeping goodbye.
See ya.
Anytime. But if it's like a, that in-between size when you're like literally looking at people, I don't know. There's an argument for the fist bump.
No, and I think that's cool that you want to connect physically before you leave.
But especially for the lack of confusion. If we're talking no deception, you can't really get it wrong.
Sure.
And that feels good.
I wouldn't say that I find myself doing tons of handshakes. I think that's more of a boy
that's
greeting.
Fair. And that's another reason I like it. It's just so neutral.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hitting guys, I'm hitting girls, I'm hitting thems with it.
Right.
It's just like, boom.
Totally.
So that's good.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, a completely gender neutral
for real
sort of greeting and goodbye.
And I think girls are less into it, and I'm trying to get them on the bandwagon of like, yeah, I can just give this dude a fist bump.
How do you feel about rings?
Rings? I mean, sometimes you'll go, we'll do a punch, and I'm like, whoa. But if they're not, yeah, that's totally fine.
Okay, totally. So I have to just be a little bit more chill with it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll practice.
There we go.
Now that I know you love it so much.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. I want to meet you where you're at.
That's so nice of you.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if I'll find myself doing more fist bumps, but I love that you love it. And I think that's cool and awesome.
Well, I appreciate your support.
Yeah. Okay, what's your bad?
My bad is killing bugs outside.
Okay. Right. And I understand. However.
Yeah, I knew you were going to have something to say.
I think I disagree. It depends on the situation. I think it's very situational.
Sure. No, yeah, and I guess this is more so like if it's a mosquito that's attacking you and hurting you, you can kill that.
Fuck you.
Fuck that mosquito.
Right.
But somebody said that the other day, or some, maybe another, like a tweet or some shit. Not a tweet. Something.
An
Fuck
X.
Twitter.
What do you even call those now?
I don't know.
It's a tweet.
It's a tweet.
I heard we're getting on Blue Sky.
Yeah, I gotta check that out. Fucking whatever. Threads scratches the smallest part of the itch, but it's not really it.
It's not hitting for me.
Anyway, it's just like that bug's just outside. Like if it's inside, sure. Like first of all, it's probably never gonna find anything it needs ever again, even if it gets back outside.
Sure.
But if you can let it out.
If he's trespassing.
Yeah, better to let it out. But if it's just like a bug and it's just like that's actually, he's at his home. You're invading his space.
Right.
Don't do it.
I think there are exceptions. Like, if there is a super annoying garbage bee getting in your business while you're trying to enjoy an outdoor meal.
Sure. Yeah, that's like...
He should probably die.
Sure. Right, when they're a little more violent. Yeah. Or they have...
if they're threatening me.
Yeah, if they're if they're landing on you, maybe, sure. But a lot of cases, you can just kind of either swat it away or leave it alone.
So scary, though.
Yeah, so
well,
true.
I think, if everyone... That's the thing about it, is we all should be minding our own business.
That's what it comes down to.
And I find that some bugs don't mind... They mind my business.
Yeah.
Instead of theirs.
That's fair. That's fair.
But I'm not into like just killing for sport.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the reflexes you have indoors should not be translated as much to the outside.
Sure.
Is my point.
I do think my mom used to do this really crazy thing where if she saw like ants doing that gross thing that they do where there's just like a giant pile of them outside.
Sure.
If that was like near her house, she would pour boiling water on all the ants.
I had a feeling that's what you were going to say. Sure, like pests that could be ruining your property. Not that, property is the end all be all argument for it. I see it.
That's like messed up. I used to think that was pretty cool that she would do that, but I'm realizing now that was mass murder.
Sure.
But I also do think it is completely disgusting when ants do that.
Yeah, that shit's crazy when they're climbing on top of each other.
So gross. Get a life, you guys.
You said it.
So, but yeah, okay. Killing bugs outside, bad.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Right.
And then my ugly is, if that's what you're prompting me next to do.
Totally.
Before you fall asleep again. Is, what was it? Posting pictures or videos of strangers online.
Okay, completely agree.
That shit is super weird. It is like beyond normalized in our society.
Yeah. And
I think it needs to stop. And sure, if you like see somebody doing something funny, yeah, you can take a picture. You can show it to your friends even, I don't know. There's things like that where I don't think that's that bad. But to just like
use that as an opportunity to go viral or something. Like you didn't have that person's permission.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of weird stuff about it.
That's so wrong too. Like it's, yeah. the fact that I could be being filmed at any second
Yeah.
that I'm like out in the public eye is not okay.
No, that's just
I don't
like,
consent to that. I'm
yes.
minding my fucking, again, everyone should be minding their own business.
That's what it comes down to. That's what it always comes down to.
Absolutely. And that's actually another step to being a better person is minding your fucking business.
That's the final step is mind your business.
Yeah. And like I see all these videos and sometimes they are funny, but it's like I don't even want to be laughing at this because I know that this person wasn't one being funny on purpose and probably had no idea that you put this on TikTok or Twitter or whatever the fuck.
Totally.
And that it blew up.
Like mass humiliation makes me so sad.
Yeah.
Like that is just such a weird thing that people are okay with.
Yeah.
They don't think twice about it. The general public assumes it's fine. Like that's not okay.
Yeah.
Just stop.
I know. Well, and I feel like there are so many levels to it. Like, I think it's probably worst case scenario if the full person is in the video and you can identify them. That is so messed up.
Totally.
But there was even this girl, and I felt mixed about these because on the one hand, they were kind of like fun and funny. But on the other hand, you know, if you find yourself in there, basically she was just like taking like 5-second videos of people's shoes on like the subway.
Okay.
And just like judging them for their choice in shoes.
Sure.
And like there are parts of it that were funny because she's obviously like critiquing footwear.
Yeah.
And like laughing at like the girl wearing the boots or whatever.
Sure.
But it's like
they're anonymous still because you can't see their face.
You can't see their face.
Yeah. That's whatever is that's a fine line, but
yeah. I mean, that's probably like the least offensive version of that.
Yeah.
But I'm still like, you're kind of just like being an asshole to this person who has no idea.
Yeah, totally.
Maybe they're just wearing their little house slippers on the train. Mind your fucking, but you don't know where they're going.
No, totally.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird. The internet, I don't know. It's just a weird place.
It is a weird place. I think that kind of thing too, I guess I do agree with you of like, okay, whatever. Maybe you see something funny and you want to laugh about it as if like you were both standing there.
Sure.
And you saw something and you tap on your friend and you whisper in their ear.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And you want to be a bitch in that setting.
Yeah.
Fine.
Totally.
But yeah, I just don't think that you should be able... Well, and plus like people gain like a large following from things like that sometimes or whatever. And it's like that is such a messed up way to attract an audience.
No, 100%.
It has nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
I would be mortified if that happened to me.
No, totally.
And there are certain situations where, like, if the person, like, for example, that guy who got famous, I think he's from Chicago, for, like, dancing on that cruise with all of those older ladies. He was just, like, going really hard on the dance floor.
Okay.
That is a different situation, maybe, because...
Sure, sharing joy, maybe.
Yeah.
It's still weird, like...
Yes.
Lack of consent and that part is just, it's hard to get past.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know what you mean. That's more nuanced.
Yes. And at least that one probably like, you know, he ended up profiting off of that.
Sure.
And got to like do all these crazy dances all around the city for like 3 weeks for some reason.
Yeah. Or there's another angle of if this is somebody being dangerous or harmful and you need kind of like proof or I don't know what the right word is in that sense. Is it for the greater good? Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, if it's just for the pure humiliation or you're making fun of somebody, like that's so fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a complicated one. I'd be interested in learning more about people's thoughts on that.
Well, and that's why I live in fear of those people who also do interviews on the street.
Oh, totally.
I don't want to be interviewed. I'm all set. I'm on my way somewhere.
Right.
Don't speak to me. You're going to chop it up all weird.
Yeah.
I'm going to say something dumb for sure.
For sure. They stopped me to ask me about geography. I'm fucked.
No, like I don't know anything.
No.
They did this one recently of these girls, like it was at some, maybe like Alabama or some university like down south. Sure. In a red state. Yeah. Basically asking them about like U.S. history.
Yeah. Good luck.
I didn't know an answer to a single question. And of course, the plot device of the video was essentially like Republicans are stupid. Yeah. It's like, I'm fucking stupid too. Like, let's all stop this because that's not, who's that helping?
Yeah. No, that one's crazy. And like that just goes back to it. It's so normalized. I'm like sure kids are like seeing that. There's probably a good subset of people who are like wanting that to happen.
Sure.
You know, I mean, we did like a fake one for the house tour.
Yeah.
But that's not actually being stopped on the street.
Yeah.
We contacted him.
No, I reached out. Yeah.
No, but like there's probably a bunch of kids out there who are like, yeah, I hope I'm walking, like they'll visit New York City and be like, I hope I get stopped in Times Square.
I know.
And it's like, there's aspects of it that I get are fun. And in that sense, you're consenting to it.
Well, sometimes.
Sure. Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. I don't know. I just never want that to happen to me. I'm all set.
No, I just think it's like a weird part of living in this day and age.
Yeah. Everything becomes content. I'm just on my way somewhere.
Yeah, totally.
So, again, mind your business.
That's what it comes down to.
Seriously.
Come on.
Okay, well, my last question for you.
Okay.
Is your hater mode activated today?
No.
No.
Never. Pretty much
not.
never.
I don't know. I think that's something to work on.
Okay. It's always good to have stuff to work on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being a hater is part of being a good person. I think it is.
Well, I can be a hater behind closed doors.
Well, how about on this giant platform that I have? I'm super famous and my podcast is huge.
Yeah. I almost forgot.
Well, I think my hater mode was activated when you woke me up from my nap.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
So I'm sort of living in that space for the remainder of the evening.
Totally.
Well, anyway, thank you guys for listening. Only one episode left in the season after this.
Wow.
It'll be my good, bad, ugly.
Yay.
So you'll be left with that treat.
And I'm sure your bad and ugly will be a lot more hater mode.
Well, and if you are needing some additional content, if you need more while we are on break, you absolutely must sign up for my Patreon.
That's right.
We do monthly bonus episodes. If you are familiar with my shit list, which I typically share in my newsletter and on social media, on my Instagram, I basically give you the full rundown of everything that I hate that month.
Right. So if you're in hater mode,
yeah,
we've got the place for you.
We've got just a little something for you. I do video episodes on there as well. Something very cool that Patreon has recently done is all of my Patreon exclusive episodes are also listenable via Spotify, and you can listen to them on your favorite streaming services. So that's kind of cool too. You don't have to go specifically to the Patreon app if you don't want to.
That's right.
So your user experience can remain much the same. That's right. But anyway, thank you for listening. Love you guys so much. Bye.
Peace.